Craftsmanship has been a common theme throughout the Filipino history in many different forms. Filipinos naturally have a desire to create, which is an example of the state of being entirely absorbed in one's work and enjoying what one does. The Filipino craftsman devotes his entire life to his trade and to communicating the Philippine story, imparting to the outside world the true essence and soul of the nation.
So, why are we talking about indigenous people and their creative crafts? It's because just like any other products that we consume every day, these indigenous crafts are significant as them. So, for instance, it promotes our cultural heritage through the use of indigenous materials. Thus, it preserves the culture of each indigenous community, and handicraft products show each indigenous community's creativity and love, the imagination, as well as it also provides livelihood for the Filipino people. Producers of raw materials will be encouraged to produce more, thus ascending the employment, and in turn, the income generated will contribute to the earnings of the country. Now let us take a look at the various materials that are used in the certain or in the creation of crafts. So we have here palm highlighting the concept of a banig, which is a hand-woven mat usually used in East Asia and the Philippines for sleeping and sitting. This furniture set features palm or buri as set coverings for the sofas, and it usually mistaken as a textile. And this kind of material is actually made of from dried leaves that are sometimes dyed before being cut into strips and woven into a mat. So we also have here abaca, a plant closely related to the banana. It has a unique fibrous leaf stalks, originally used in making rope. With its versatility and wide availability in the market, Filipino interior designers have found a deep admiration with abaca. It can also be used in both furniture pieces and interior decoration. It tries to imitate a bed back cushion and still keeps the Filipino roots alive.
We also have rattan. Rattan is an incredibly fast-growing plant and a very sustainable natural material. The outer layer can be peeled off and used for weaving, where the core of the rattan is used for furniture, which with its durable and flexible material makes it possible to create a unique comfort with unique shapes. And last is coconut shell. Coconut shell craftwork involves tremendous creativity and is used to create utility and decorative items by artisans who use their creativity to create items from utility to artistic. Coconut shell handicrafts are one of the main eco-friendly products that are available in the market.
So measuring and laying out the length. So measuring tools is these are tools to measure length and width using English or metric system or measurements. So the first one is tape measure or pole push rule. So this used for measuring fabrics or woods. The second one is meter stick. So a large ruler used for measuring size or distance using the metric scale. So the third one is calipers. So calipers is instruments for accurate measuring of diameter or dimensions. So another tools is lining tools. So as we all know, the first one is pencil. So pencil is used for sketching, and the second one is tailor's chalk, which is used in fabrics. So the third one is marking gauges are used for making on a depth on wood. So the fourth one is marking knife, so used to draw a line for the saw or chisel. So the third part is testing tools. So these are tools used to examine accuracy in measurement angle or if materials need to be labeled. So the first testing tool is plumb bulb. A weight attached to a string uses for gravity test whether it is exactly vertical or true vertical. So the second one is spirit level or plumb and level. So a special tool to fit constructed materials or anything that you need to be level. So the third one is tri-square. So tri-square is used for checking the accuracy of right angles. And the fourth one is sliding T-belly, helps to sit and copy angles. So the last one is cutting tools. So cutting tools, edge cutting tools. So the first one is scissors, used for cutting fabrics and threads. So the second one is jack plane, used to smoothen the surface of bamboo. And the third one is rust file. So use cut away or smoothen irregularities, designs, or in a sharp edges. So the fourth one is bolo. use cut bamboo and similar materials. And the fifth one is spoke shape, used to clean curved edges of wood of bamboo. So in the finishing tools, there are three tools. So the first one is whetstone, used for sharpening the edge of cutting tool. And the second one is emery well, used for grinding seashells and sharpening tools. So the third one is sandpaper, used to smoothen the rough corners and edges. And that's all.